So we're here with Gavin Foxhall, representing Newport County Board of Directors, with Warren Feeney and Mike Flynn. Gavin, can we just confirm that Warren is the new man in charge?
Yeah, we're delighted to announce today that Warren Feeney will be the new first team manager of Newport County AFC. As you know, Warren's been with the club now for a few months, and when John Sheridan left, we asked Warren to step up, and he was delighted to do so, and we're really happy that he's decided to do that as well. So yes, welcome to Warren as the first team manager.
I guess an easy choice, one because of the time, and two because I think Warren's been here a few months now and no one's had a bad word to say about him throughout the Welsh football scene.
Well, I think it was an easy decision for us as a board of directors, and Warren has made that easy for us. I think the thing that it gives us is stability, and the club needs some stability at the moment. We've gone through quite a number of changes over the last months, so having somebody who can give us that stability is absolutely great for us. As you know, Warren has a house locally, and his family will be joining him here as well, and that's really important to us, that we've got people who are going to be staying in the area as well, along with Feeney.
Warren, was it an easy decision?
It was, yeah. It was tough, leaving Linfield, but whenever Shays and grateful for the board asked me to come over, and assist Shays, there was no doubt about it. It was an easy choice for me. But it's a club that, to be honest, when I was down at Cardiff, Swansea, I moved to the area, but I was always going to settle here when I finished. And at the end of my career, I remember Justin was manager, was on the phone to Justin trying to get down here to play. So it's a dream, that it's happened, and to manage this club as well. It's one I'm thoroughly looking forward to. So
it's even longer than we realised, because you could have been there under Justin as a player. He liked a striker as well.
No, it is. I speak to Justin's on my pro licence with me, but no, at the end of the day, I'm here to win football matches. The most important out of it all. I want to progress, and as what I said, it needs stability. Listen, at the end of the day, I know what it's like. Football's on results, but I want to hit the ground running. I want to get results, and I don't want to be one of these who wants to, the first to jump ship at the first opportunity to come along. And listen, that mightn't, but I want to be here and build a good base for myself and the club. And this, it's a great area, decent club, and it's one that I'm thoroughly looking forward to with the people around me, my staff. I'll have one more coming in. Hopefully he'll be in the hotel tonight, so I'm looking forward to it.
Get to that in just a second. There's two ways of looking at this. Some will say, obviously there's been a lot of upheaval this week with John leaving unexpectedly for a lot of county fans, but a lot of people would say you get a kind of running start at it because you've been here, you've seen how the club operates.
Well, I've got nothing but fantastic words about John. I knew him from when I was at Plymouth, but he's left the club in a fantastic position. People's got to remember that you come in a job that would seem we're rock bottom. He's lifted the morale, which is very, very hard, and he's left them in a fantastic position. But he's went up the Oldham. He's from around the area up there north, and it's football. People will be sad, but I'm one of them. I don't care. You know what I mean? Shays is his own man. He's went on to a new venture, and it's a new venture for me in this club, and it's one I'm looking forward to.
Are you able to say anything about we understand someone coming in as an assistant? Are you able to talk about that?
Yeah, I'll be bringing in Andy Todd. Andy's had a fantastic career as a player. He's been at the highest level. His father, great mentor, Colin. But he's one I had at Linfield. He's one I trust, one who I know who, you know what I mean. He's got a fantastic football brain. He's honest, and I can't wait to introduce him to the players, because I'm not sure what way they'll take him. He keeps himself to himself, but he wants to get out in that training park and work. And he's one that with Feeney, we'll have a fantastic squad around me.
Do you feel like that's a nice blend? Because obviously he's someone you've worked with before and know and trust, and you've got Feeney who knows the club inside out and who you've been working with in the last few months.
I think it's very important. You've got to have people around you that you know what they're about, what they bounce off. He'll bounce off you. I'll bounce off them. I think it's very important to be all together, but they're there to assist me. They're going to have opinions, but at the end of the day, I'm the manager of this club, and everything stops with me. So it's one that it's a good blend, a good mix, and one that I'm thoroughly looking forward to.
You've already mentioned stability, which I think is very, very key, bearing in mind you're the 5th manager in a year at this club. You do have the good fortune though that you come in during January, and obviously with the position the club are in, are you going to look to strengthen? And I guess to the board, is that an option for Warren?
Yeah, it is, to be honest. Yesterday, you don't want to tempt fate, but I didn't know there was that many agents in the UK. As I say, I've been up and down the country, and listen, at the end of the day, I want to bring in players. Yes, we need players. It's to stay in this league. First and foremost is our focus. I said to the boys, don't look too far ahead, but get it in your heads, this is to stay in this league, and I want to bring in players, but they have to be better players. I thought I had one possibly in by today, but it might still happen, but if not, it'll be definitely next week. But yeah, listen, I want to bring in players, I want to make us strong, I want to make us better. And as I said, it's that aim to stay in this league, and with every confidence we'll do that.
And the board has supported that. Obviously, we've sat down with Warren since we started the discussions with him, and it's important that we as a board support him in the right way from a financial perspective, and he knows what we've got. We've relayed that to him, and we've been in quite a lot of dialogue over the last 24 hours to make sure that he gets the players that he needs to keep us in the league. I mean, we've made it really clear to Warren, and indeed Feeney's already aware of this, that staying in the league is absolutely paramount for us as a club. So we've got to make sure we're giving them resources to do that. As you know, we've been quite fortunate with our cup run, and now with us being on TV next week, that brings in revenue that you probably didn't budget for in the first instance, and we've got to use that in the right way, and putting that on the park is what we need to do with it.
Just a final question from me. Obviously, a lot of managers, when they come to a club, they're like, it'd be great to have a pre-season, but we don't have that luxury. We've got 2 games in 3 days, and it's against a relegation rival and a huge FA Cup time. In baptism of fire don't get much bigger than that, do they?
Well, that's a massive week, but I'm a big believer with the situation they're in. Every game's massive. At the end of the day, you're up against a team that tomorrow that full credit to York. I've watched them the DVDs, and I don't think they deserve to be where they are. But it's one, I take every game as it comes, one by one, and it's one that I'm very looking forward to. If I was still playing myself, I'd be loving it. You're coming up against a challenge. You've got Blackburn on Monday night, which will take care of itself, and they've got another fantastic challenge next Saturday. But we'll take care of York tomorrow and worry about the rest after that.
Just one more, if I may, with Feeney. Obviously, you kind of carry on with another team now in the same role, but this is like a 3rd scenario for you this season with Newport. I guess it's a measure of your kind of loyalty and affection for the club, that you just want to do what's right for them.
Yeah, everybody knows how I feel about the club and the area. Since the board, the trust come on, Gavin, John, Tony, they were quite keen to have me back involved. Obviously, I want to be back involved. Like I said, I'll do anything I can to help the club. As soon as Feeney come, we got on so well. We got on, we just clicked. He's very hard-working, very honest. He tell me straight, never mind the players. So I knew where I stood with him. He knows I'm hard-working. I'll do whatever I can to help him. Don't get me wrong, we're going to get things wrong, but we're going to do things the right way, the way it should be done. And for me to be part of Warren's backroom staff with Toddy as well coming in, it'd be nice to meet him and really get a strong working relationship. And like it's already been said, staying in the league is the paramount, and then without running before we can walk. Then next season, pre-season, we can have a real good look at it, sit down and start forming Warren's own squad, our own squad, and trying to really make our mark in League 2.